thank you so much for joining us tonight. It is a pleasure. We got Jupiter in the studio with us today. Y'all ready to get into the interview? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited to be here.
Hell yeah. I mean, just right off the bat. Yeah, you can talk right into the mic. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Curious, tell us about the name Jupiter and Big Jupe. How do we get the name?
So I was going by J Money at first, and I was like, I don't really fuck with this. It's not original. And literally, I was on TikTok this pandemic, and I'm like scrolling on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, like look at this, like these puppies. One of them was named Juniper. And I'm like, it sounds like Juniper or Jupiter, and it just kind of stuck with me. And I was like, I don't know, it sounds kind of similar to like my real name, so I kind of was like, okay, let's like stick with it. And it kind of just I never really let go of it. And then Big Jupe is just like the little abbreviation.
Wait, what's your real name?
Y'all want to? Nah, it's Julianne. It's just Julianne. It's simple,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Well, I mean, yeah, just to jump into some of the background, like, tell us about a few hip-hop artists that maybe have inspired you. I know, yeah, I'm really digging the sound, so tell us, yeah.
It's a lot. I would say, obviously, well, not to be controversial, but Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
No
sure.
shade, no shade. And then of course Megan Thee Stallion. I really loved Tina Snow in 2019. That's when I was like, I felt like there was kind of like a gap between like the girls doing rap. So when Tina Snow came out, I was like, okay, I really fuck with Megan Thee Stallion. Mona Leo for sure. Flo Milli, Ho Why Is You Here? Her whole series with that. Those are like, I feel like, I mean, obviously men too, but like mostly women have inspired me for sure.
Absolutely.
You mentioned a bunch of great artists. Is my mic on?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, you mentioned a bunch of great artists there. But you from Hartford, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Big Hartford.
Shout out CT.
What is it like being an up and coming artist in that city?
It's definitely like you have to just keep going because I feel like our scene is very, very small and it's like really, I guess, niche in a way. So I found like my monthly listeners, like a lot of them are out here or they're in LA. Like it's not a lot in my own city, to be honest. But I've been having to like kind of like build my own community like remotely, which has been nice. Like so many people that have fucked with me, like that I would have never been able to meet if I never like posted my TikToks, in the work bathroom. But I mean, it definitely is hard because like it's not a lot of like people I can like that can mentor me and coach me. But it's like having to be able to like build my own pathway and like it's okay to be the first. Sometimes that feels like it's a lot of pressure, but I mean that's the reason why.
And I guess like following up on that, you were speaking about like there's not a lot of people out there that for mentorship in that way. And I know that you're planning on moving to New York, so I guess like is that a big part of your decision to move here? And like I'm just wondering about that transition that's coming up over the next couple of years, right?
I would say I've been planning to come here. I did get into this school, Columbia, but then I didn't. But I deferred, y'all.
Oh.
And then I was like, okay, well, I mean, I'm good at sociology. My major at Spelman was sociology, but I wasn't like passionate about it. And I was okay. Like, if I want to like possibly go into debt and take out loans and all this other shit for school, like a major or a master's rather, I'd rather do it something like I'm familiar with and I'm passionate about. So I guess it's like I'm breaking news. I'm going to NYU for music business master's.
Hey,
in
congratulations.
The fall. That's the plan as of now. So yeah, I mean, it's also like a great network out here. Like my main engineer is out here. A lot of people that I work with are out here. So I'm always here. So yeah.
Congrats, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more curious, about how it's been integrating yourself into the New York scene. I know we saw that you performed SOBs a few months ago, connected with some other artists in the New York scene that we have crossed paths with, like Ravon. We randomly saw him in a music video. But yeah, tell us about the New York scene, how it's been integrating here.
I feel like it's definitely been a lot easier just because like everyone's like kind of not after the same thing, but we all have like similar goals. And I feel like it's like a lot easier to connect with people and like they're actually looking out for you. So, and also like the network is like a lot bigger. Like they have like Women in Music, for example. There's a chapter in New York. We don't have that in Connecticut. So it's kind of just like being able to like see what's close by, see what's available. But like people have been really, really welcoming. Like my biggest group, like demographic wise, is out here, listeners, supporters, peers. So it's been really great. Like I think it hasn't been too hard. Like there's a lot of people I still have to meet and I'm excited to meet, but it's been good. Yeah.
And just building off of that, you mentioned the Women in Music chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to know, what do you think about the evolving role of women in rap right now? You know, it's a rap show. You're talking about rap. You make great music. How do you feel about it?
So I'm actually reading a book on this. It's called God Save the Queens by Kathy Iandoli. She's a professor at NYU. I think that we've always been here. It's just more so the media and representation. Like, it's really hard to, like, you know, listen to women if, like, they're not catching your eye. If they're catching your eye, oh, I don't care what she's actually saying. I just like her because I want to fuck her. Like, some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just, like, you know, the appeal and then, like, you know, all that type of shit. Like, it's really hard for, like, I think women to still be listened to without, like, this whole sex appeal thing. But I would say it's coming up. I do think that, like, there's so many different opportunities, so many different genres and pathways. Like, there's not just one sound anymore. So I have been, like, enjoying it, like, seeing so many different people around me and, like, you know, people that I might not even know that are, like, coming up now. So I think that women in rap, definitely, it's a lot, you know, on TikTok, it's everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely evolving, which is nice. And I don't know, I'm excited to see where it goes in the next, like, 5 years, because it could change, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot more growth in the next 5. But right now, I'm wondering, what's your Mount Rushmore of female rappers?
Ooh, oh. This is a good one. Okay. Nicki,
Of course.
Lil Kim,
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
How many people are on Mount Rushmore?
4.
Okay. Oh, my last one. Damn, that's really hard. Damn, I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna say I'll put Mona Leo up there too. Okay, I'll put her up there. Yeah.
Okay. No Missy Elliott?
I mean, I fuck with Miss Elliott too, but you know what I mean? Like, when I think about the people I listen to,
Mm-hmm.
like, there's people that influence me and then people like impact me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
For sure. And I guess more speaking on performances, you know, we know you performed the SOBs last year, 2025, at Diabolical Disc Show. Shout out Eli and that crew. So how was that experience? You know, that's like a really legendary venue. That's a really big accomplishment for your career. What was that like? Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so I remember I saw, like, SOBs posted their, like, breaking, I don't know what it was, but it was a flyer for a hip-hop showcase. I just kind of randomly put my shit in there. I told my story a little bit. And, what was his name? I think his name was Trey.
Okay.
I really want to say it's Trey or Troy. He was the one who, like, selected me out of that group. And I would say it was really fun. Like, now the one thing I didn't prepare for was the wire mics. Like, I was like, nigga, I'm tripping over myself. I can't do what I wanted to plan. Like, I had to, like, make myself feel a little bit smaller because, like, you know, with I don't want to trip on stage. That's embarrassing as fuck.
Yeah.
But I would say it was really fun. Like, getting to meet a lot of the artists there too. That was, like, my first performance in New York, too. So, like, it was cool. And then, like, going downstairs to the basement, seeing all the people that had been there before, it was, like, wow, like, it's kind of crazy. But, I don't know, like, it's obviously an accomplishment for me. I don't think I've, like, really, like, you know, processed it yet. But it was definitely, like, a really good show for me. And I'm definitely looking forward to more shows at SOBs and in New York in general, for sure.
No, absolutely. Yeah, and topic. So yeah, we just heard a bunch of your whole discography out and some unreleased. A huge development of your music. Most recent track, Matcha, that you dropped. Tell us a little bit about the inspo behind it, story behind it. What were you thinking going into that track? And also, you just like matcha, or like what's the connection?
No, like I think it was like 2024 when I remember I was literally going into Pilates class and I had this like hook in my head and I said to Milana and I'm like, oh, like,
the hook got
what do you
it.
think about
Nah,
this
for
hook? Like, I just had the note app and I just had it written out. And then it was before, what was it? Change Clothes became viral on TikTok. I remember I heard Kissing
That's
in
it.
Public.
Sorry.
And
Sorry,
no, you
I'm
get
sorry. We were looking for that.
Yeah,
that sample. for
Yes,
so
yes.
long.
Yeah, no, he was really
Oh
trying to
my
find that
God.
shit. He was like,
bruh. So it was like Twitter. I think it was Twitter. I saw Kissing in Public by Destin Conrad and Change Clothes had a mashup. And I was like, I would like this beat for my own personal purposes. And this is before it was trending. And then I kind of just like put it out there like, okay, like we'll see what happens. And yeah, I just kind of was like, okay, well, it is what it is now. Obviously, copyright,
Yeah.
like legal issues. I can't put that out like the way it is, of course. But my engineer, he's really great. His name's Clark. He flipped it, and we made our own thing out of it. But
fire.
I mean, I do fuck with matcha. I'm not like a oh my god fiend. Like I don't I don't crave that shit.
Bro.
But I did, I just kind of came up with it, and it was just like, what it was. So
You just mentioned Clark D, the producer on this track, and I guess the engineer as well.
yeah.
Tell us about working with Clark and how that was.
Yeah, so we met through a mutual friend who or my best friend rather. He did her project. He engineered her whole thing. And then I was okay, like we had never met before until literally last year, but we kind of stayed in contact, like follow each other on Instagram, whatever. We met. He was like really, really talented. He, like the Gist that you just heard, he made that beat in the first session we had. He's been making other beats. But yeah, he's been a great mentor. It's not just about like music. We just talk about regular things, and I mean, he definitely like. I like how like he keeps me accountable and like he's like, you're supposed to do this by this time. You haven't done it. I'm like, okay, you're right.
Real.
But he's been a great mentor and a coach. So definitely a lot to learn from him because he's really great at what he does. Like whether it's producing his own music, whatever it is. So yeah, I'm just lucky to have someone like him in my corner for sure.
No, that's
Shout out Clark D.
awesome for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out him. Something that caught our eye for sure was, you spoke about bringing real rap back. And we fuck with that very heavily over here.
That's what we're trying to do over here as well. You feel
exactly.
me? Like,
So our question is, what does real rap mean to you? What is real rap?
I think it's being able to like put pen to paper. You know what I mean? Like I say if you have to use a writer, that's cool. Like there's no shame in that. But I think it's more so just like bringing back like the core elements of it. You know what I mean? Like it's not about like I feel like right now music is very much like, oh, if it's on TikTok and 20-second soundbite, like, and if it's viral, okay, like this is a hit.
Yeah.
But then where do those people go like a year from now, 5 years from now? There's not a lot of longevity. So for me, it's more it's just like, bring it back like the old school feel of it. It doesn't have to be traditional. Like there's a reason why it's developing and it's a new thing is because it's like a new genre. You know what I mean? But I would say definitely just like the essence of it all, like really putting the authenticity back into it, Yeah.
That's really interesting.
I mean, you talked about bringing that old school feeling back, and we really resonate with that. You also sample Brandy in the song Mrs. Right. So I wanted to know, how does that neo soul sound that we grew up on really like inspire you to create now?
Honestly, like it's hard to say because I feel like I listen to like a lot of different genres. Like my favorite artist for real is Stevie Wonder. Like he's like my top like artist period. And I think that he's done a lot with like when you look like his production and his artistry and his lyrics and his writing and things like that, like I really can admire that and appreciate that. But neo soul, I would say like more so like the K Tronada sound. Like I've always liked that. Like I can't remember I think it's 99.9% that album. I can't remember what it's called. But that album with like the all that shit going on with the cover art. I remember in high school that was like a big album for me. I always played it. I've always liked like different sounds with like rap. Like Gold Link is like one of my bigger inspirations. Like I love how he uses like whether it's Afro beats or house or neo soul, whatever it is. Like I've always fucked with like his projects. So that's kind of like where I got that inspiration from.
Yeah, like blending those genres together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
when we were playing Mrs. Right in the studio, they didn't hear this, audience didn't hear this, but you did say, damn, like that song feels old. That feels like I'm not in that place anymore. Tell us a little bit about, I mean, we did get to hear a bit of that evolution, but what place you feel like you are in now and how it's different than where you were at with Mrs. Right.
Well, when I wrote that song, I was definitely in some limerence, okay?
Bro.
Okay, understandable.
Hey, that's where music comes.
But,
Like,
I would say now it's more so just, like, being comfortable and, like, trusting myself more, Like, I feel like I used to be like, oh, I'm kind of scared to put this out because it doesn't sound like what I would usually, like, put out. And, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like now where I am, it's, like, I'm okay with doing like a little rock. I'm okay with doing a little house, like maybe old school. Like it's okay to have like different sounds. Like I'm not supposed to be put in a box. Like I don't think I'm like necessarily just a rapper. Like I feel like I'm more of an artist. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's what I would say. Yeah.
When you like listen back to some of your old tracks, do you regret putting those out, or is it like, oh, this is a digital archive of like where I was at that moment? And it's really dope to look
Honestly,
back?
it's hard to say because I feel like my first song, like for no promo or nothing, like it did what it needed to do, and that's why I was like, okay, like I should keep going, and like not that numbers matter, but it kind of did feel good to like know that people were listening that weren't just like my friends.
Yeah.
But I would say some music, I'm like, I definitely took some shit down recently because I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? But I would say, I mean, it's nice to see the growth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that I really regret anything. I think it's more so just like, you know, watching myself like grow as an artist and a person. You know?
I love that too.
Yeah.
And that track was produced by Lucas. I don't want to mess up this name here.
Sharf maybe?
Is it Sharf? Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that vibe come together? What was you guys' relationship like coming into this track?
It was just YouTube.
Oh shit, for
So
real?
mind you, he really pissed me off. No, he didn't piss me off, but like, I remember he sold the beat that he sent, the Lil Tecca beat, way before it came out, and I was like, well, damn, like I wonder who fucking took that beat because I was trying to use that shit.
Real.
And then he had posted like, you know, a bunch of beats that I really vibe with, and I felt like he was really nailing what I was looking for. And he just kind of came back on YouTube, so shout out to him because I'm definitely looking for some cheap beats.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's really, really talented. Eventually, I want to work exclusively with him when I get the chance. But I think he's a great YouTube producer. He's one of my favorites. But you know, the underground, like less than 1,000 subscribers, like those be like good people too. So it's all about just like going down the rabbit hole, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Banana Peel came out. We're almost in that summer vibe. We were about to get in New York a blizzard. Definitely, you called it the summer anthem. We're really rocking with that. Tell us about Banana Peel, what vibe you were feeling, and like, we do miss that. We need that.
Yeah, so Banana Peel, I wrote it in 2019. Well, I wrote the hook in 2019. I remember, like, so if you go to HBCU, you know that you go to the library, you don't actually study. You go to the library, you fucking around and have some fun and hang out with your friends, and then you go back to your room and, like, cry about how you didn't study. So I remember I was in Woodruff Library. I was in, like, one of those, like, study rooms with my friends, and I had this beat. It wasn't Coolie High, but it was, like, one of those, like, really, really old school beats, and I started, like, listening to it back to back in, like, my headphones, and I wrote the hook. And then, you know, I kind of left it alone. I was writing this whole time, but I didn't have anything done. I would, like, record to it, but it wasn't, like, professional. Eventually, in 2023, I bought, like, my Focusrite, my first mic.
Yeah.
But I was really scared to, like, record in my house because my mom, she'd be so strict. So I remember I recorded in my sister's car, like, the whole song. And I had my laptop. I had my Focusrite. I recorded the whole song in her car. And it came together, and then I was in Atlanta. I recorded in August 2023. I went back to Atlanta for 2 months. And then December 2023, we engineered it. His name is Manny. And then we put it out in February 2024. So it came out 2 years ago today. So it's crazy to think about that. But, yeah.
That's really cool to see that progression from, like, 2019 to being released in 2023.
Yeah. It took time because, like, I felt like for a long time, like, I had to, like, learn how to trust myself. You know what I mean? And, like, figure out what I liked, like what made sense, and like, you know, like be proud of the work I was doing, you know? So, yeah.
So I guess there's a reoccurring motif.
What's the motif?
I've been debating on how to quote this.
Oh, God.
No, it's not even a bad thing.
Oh, what?
It's just, there's a reoccurring motif in, like, a lot of yours. There's a certain line. In that I have found in a lot of your songs. It's the line is, I was sitting on that bitch's nigga's face.
More or less.
More or less.
Yes.
It's like I want to know the story. Is this a specific nigga? Is this a specific shorty?
Yeah, it was coming, to be honest. I just, you know, had to have more inspiration. And the emotions I felt were very raw. They're still kind of fresh, so I really do fuck with the song still.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, I mean, it's about a accumulation of different experiences, but I really felt like of all my songs, that's like the one I felt like I actually was a little bit more like of a person in, because like I was actually showing like anger as an emotion.
I could really feel it. Like when I was hearing it, it was like I could feel every word you were saying. I was like,
resonated with him deeply.
Not for real.
Yeah,
not for real.
Yeah, on Evil, you did say this quote. You were talking about you're in your villain era. What does Jupiter's villain era look like?
Ooh, villain era.
I mean, shit.
I don't don't know. I mean, honestly, like I think I really did say that for entertainment. To be honest, like I at my core, I think I'm more of like a lover, not a fighter. Like I don't sit here like want to fuck up somebody's day and be toxic. Like I don't like that shit. It's too much energy. I don't. Feed off of negativity. Like I love my life. You know what I mean? Every day is a good fucking day.
Nice.
So to ruin somebody else's day, like I don't really have time. But if it's a nigga that fucked me over, yeah, I'm gonna take some time to,
bro.
Yeah.
think of something. But at the moment in time, like I just feel like it was like a moment where I was like, I have to get this out. So the villain era, honestly, there's no villain era. That was just just for the track. But I'm in my Lover Girl era right now, and yeah, I'm just enjoying life.
That's beautiful.
So.
Can we expect a mix of some Lover Girl songs as well as some villain on the next project, or is the next project strictly villain era?
Nah, the next project is a little bit of both. I would say I have one track I didn't share with y'all, but it's because I'm waiting for my friend to put the. It's mostly because I'm waiting for the feature. I'm waiting for the feature.
Gatekeep.
Yeah, I was gatekeeping that shit. Yeah, it's called Fiber. It's really dramatic. It's a little cute romantic song, but that's about it. Like I don't really love these niggas for real. So
Bro, I mean, yeah, one last question about some of the unreleased. Who produced these tracks? Because you got a lot of these heavier sounds. Is it the same producer or a few different producers?
So the gist was Clark. Amphibian was Rondo from Jersey. National Treasure was Rondo from Jersey. Evil was this girl Symbiote. She's from Barcelona actually. I don't know, like
how did you connect?
She literally like followed me on TikTok, and I don't follow a lot of people back on TikTok, but I was like, okay, let me follow her back. And then I saw like she was a guitarist, and I reached out to her. I was like, hey, I'm like really like trying to do a rock song for the project. Can you let me know like if you have anything, or like if you could make me something? And then when I texted her to follow up, like that's when the shit happened with that nigga.
Perfect.
Right? I was like, perfect.
Yeah, nah, like for real, that's
the
And
beautiful.
mind you, I didn't even really tell her what I wanted. I just told her like maybe something upbeat, whatever. And she nailed it. So I was really, really happy with that. And then my outro track is Patillo. What else? There's a bunch of different people. Like it's just like people like underground, a little bit more popular. So just a mix of different, producers.
Super cool. And you mentioned TikTok. We also know that you make some behind the scenes type vlogs and videos to really let your audience into your life. And I just wanted to ask you, like, how do you think that builds in your brand as an artist? But also, like, have you built any? I mean, you have. You mentioned the person from Barcelona building real connections out of that.
I would say, yeah. Like I go on TikTok Live a lot. Like if I'm bored, I'm just like, let me just go on TikTok Live. I have people that I recognize in like my little TikTok Live. But I would say definitely like building community like has been great, because I feel like the slow burn and like letting things gradually develop into whatever it becomes, like it's been really beautiful to see like the people that reach out to me and I connect with. Yeah, I would say like, I mean, replying to every single comment, it's a lot, because it's like a lot of comments, but you have to take the time, because like people really appreciate that. And then I'll have like different conversations. People DM me. I can't really keep up with my DMs. It's a lot, but I mean, I've been really enjoying like being able to like actually like interact with people.
I love that. It sounds like you really care about your fans. It's so
Yeah, of course.
That's super important for sure. And I guess my question following that is, do you feel like there's a specific audience that you're catering to with your music, or are you just you're putting it out there and whoever's fucking with it, they're fucking with it?
I would say bad bitches for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And then honestly, it really is whoever fucks with it. Like the girls, the gays, the days. Like anybody who fucks with it, they fuck with it. Like I'm not looking for a certain demographic. Like I think it's all about like whoever resonates. Because like this music isn't just about me. It's about like someone else. Like being able to help them with like their confidence or their self-esteem, or like getting over an ex, whatever the case is.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like a bad bitch listening to that
You
shit.
did?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like a bad bitch for sure. For sure.
And then like I wanted to know. I think we got one more after this, but it's sort of on a closing note. But like, what advice would you give to a young female artist that might be listening today, or a young female artist looking to break into the industry?
I would say just be yourself. I think authenticity is the most important thing. Like, I remember when like I first started shooting like promo for matcha, like niggas did not fuck with that shit until I was like being myself, literally in the work bathroom, like sneaking my TikToks. You know, like I've noticed that like it doesn't also matter who's watching. Like you could sit here and be like, oh, I only have this many monthly listeners and this many followers and this many streams, but like eventually that will build. Like it's not about numbers, because I feel like people like make it seem like you have to have 1 million, you know, views and like no, like it's about like making sure that you like what you're doing, because at the end of the day, like it's not about what other people think, you know what I mean? So I just feel like you just have to keep going and try your best every day. Like even when it feels like no one's watching, there's somebody watching. Like there was one time I was on Baby Tate's live, I was like, oh, why'd you not get on the remix? She's like, I saw it, I just can't get on it for legal reasons. Like you never know who's watching. Like people are watching all the time. You just, you know, everybody got the same internet. So just keep going and try your best. But and also have discernment, because niggas can get fucking weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, and stay prayed up, and you know, yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, I think that's a great place to close. Thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Of course.
This has been a pleasure.
This has been fire.
This was Jupiter, y'all.